Specs, design, cameras, charging speeds, battery life and price. A perfect phone is the balance of all of these and more. Hundreds of phones are released yearly, but only the best can balance it out. Between Vivo's focus on design, OnePlus and its ripping charging speeds, and the Nothing Phone 1's all-around uniqueness, the current crop of premium mid-rangers have something for everyone. But what if you had to choose one? What would you pick? Well, we are going to make it easier. Design is a very personal choice, but the Vivo V25 Pro and Nothing Phone 1 make it clear that turning heads was key to the design process. The Vivo V25 Pro employs a mix of Scott glass on the front and color-changing AG glass at the back for a unique twist on a known formula. Meanwhile, the OnePlus 10R plays it safe with a design that combines a series of vertical lines and a clean area as well as a large camera sensing housing. But the Nothing Phone 1 kicks it up a notch by not showing the actual components. A series of plates create an effect like an art installation that is further embellished by strips of both aesthetic and practical LEDs. You see the LED lights glow in a series of combinations to act as notifications, music equalizers, and even to show charging status. All three phones have stellar displays that are more than usable in bright light and include 120Hz refresh rates. However, if you need the absolute best brightness levels, the Nothing Phone 1 isn't going to cut it. So how's the performance? Powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 1300 chipset, the Vivo V25 Pro strikes an excellent middle ground in ample performance for gaming and everyday use without being a scorcher. The OnePlus 10R, on the other hand, gives you all-out speed with a Dimensity 8100 Max chipset. The Nothing Phone 1 is the odd one out here. While on the topic of performance, all three phones are capable of all-day use depending on your kind of use. However, the 4830 mAh battery on the Vivo V25 Pro gives it a noticeable edge over the 4500 mAh cells on the OnePlus and Nothing. Charging speeds are also interesting. The Vivo V25 Pro offers 66-watt charging for a full charging time of about 45 minutes. The OnePlus 10R roars ahead with 150-watt charging speeds that have you ready to go in 70 minutes flat. Nothing has, well, nothing exciting to offer here. Charging tops off at just 33 watt. But hey, at least you get wireless charging support unlike the other two contenders. Vivo is well known for its camera prowess, and the company's experience in tuning the cameras for optimal optics shows in the 64-megapixel primary camera. Combined with OIS, the phone can produce high-quality, detailed images in most lighting conditions. The 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera isn't too bad either, though I doubt you'll want to use the macro sensor much. On the other hand, the OnePlus 10R's 50-megapixel camera isn't as well optimized. Images are okay to look at on the screen, but don't hold up too well when blown up. The 8-megapixel ultra-wide sensor is rather disappointing too in its low resolution. Finally, there is a 2-megapixel macro camera, but you already know how that goes. The 50-megapixel primary camera is surprisingly capable for a first-time smartphone brand, though low-light imaging isn't quite the best in class. On the other hand, the 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera can capture richly detailed shots that are well exposed and saturated. Feeling a bit confused about picking the best option still? Let's summarize. If you want a phone that is perhaps the most unique option on the market and doesn't really care too much about gaming, the Nothing Phone 1 is a solid bet. On the opposite end is the OnePlus 10R, focusing on all-out speed and all-out charging speeds. However, the rest of the package doesn't live up to the challenge. This brings us to the Vivo V25 Pro. With its innovative yet traditional design and thoughtful mix of performance and cameras, the Vivo V25 Pro is well positioned to be the premium mid-range smartphone of choice for the most.